What's up, y'all? Back again for another video here, starting off the new year with this Pegasus World Cup. Gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed in the field this year. This race is usually chock full of some good horses. Not saying these horses aren't good, but I mean, the ones you would want to see just aren't around anymore. Authentic, Breeders' Cup champion horse here last year, retired. Maximum Security, retired. Improbable, retired. 'Tis the Law, even. They retired him too. As a precaution, they said. Then we got horses like Happy Saver, not going to be back for a few more weeks. Mystic Guide was looking good. He came up with a virus. We got who's out there right now. I think it makes the race a little bit different. Not seeing those other horses in here, but we're looking for somebody to come out and stick their neck out here and put their name on the map. That's what I'm thinking the strategy is going to be here. So without further ado, here we go. Number one, we got Sleepy Eyes Todd. Horse is out of Patio Prado, being ridden by Jose Ortiz. He's never ridden this horse before. They got him at 8-1. He's probably going to be running near the front. Last out was a win in the Mr. Prospector. He also had to win in Lafayette. Before that, he was 5th in the Awesome again, beaten by Improbable. Decent looking horse. Being that the competition is kind of, I don't know, I'd say probably evenly matched in this one in a lot of cases. He's got a shot to hit the board, I'd say. Number 2, Coastal Defense. This is a curling horse. Corey Lannery's riding him for the first time as well. He's trained by Dale Romans. Now, his last out, he was 4th in the Clark Handicap, beaten by Bodie Express, Code of Honor in that one. Joe Talamo was riding him, however. He was 4th in the Fayette before that. Don't really like this horse's chances too much. I mean, he's out there, like you said, in a field that's going to be competitive. He did have a 47-second breezing workout time, so decent workout there. Maybe he'll be up for this one. Not sure. Lannery's never even ridden him before, so I don't know how well they're going to handle the track down Gulf Street. Number 3, Independence Hall. Okay, Flavian Pratt's riding this one. Once again, horse that's never ridden, or jockey's never ridden that horse before. This horse is out of Constitution. He's been running shorter distances of late. Last out was a 7 furlong. He was 5th there. He won at 6.5 furlongs. Now, before that was the Florida Derby, long time ago, beaten by 'Tis the Law. 5th, 10 lengths off in that one. I think this race might be a bit too much for him. He might need to stick to some shorter distances. Number 4, we got Nick's Go. He's the favorite right now at 5-2. He's out of Painter, trained by Brad Cox. Now, Joel Rosario's riding him for the 3rd straight race. The horse is coming off of 3 wins. Talamo got a win on him in an optional claimer. Then following up on that one, Rosario got a win in an optional claimer as well. Both at a mile and 1/16th. And he came out with a win in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. Impressive win in that one. 1:33.4 was the time there. So he's the favorite for a reason. Good looking race, good looking workouts. 2 1-minute breezings at 5 furlongs. However, he's going to have to go back to a longer distance. Now, he's never run a mile and an eighth. I looked it up, but he is undefeated since switching to Brad Cox as trainer. So you definitely want to keep an eye on a horse like that. Number 5, Jesus' Team. Horse is out of Tapestry. This horse, he switched trainers too, and then he had gone on a streak. He hadn't been winning a lot, but he's been finishing in the money a lot. So you definitely want to keep him in mind, I would think, to finish in the money. Now, they've upgraded the jockey. Irad Ortiz Jr. is riding him. Irad Ortiz Jr. is riding him for this one. So, top jockey. I mean, you can't ask for a better guy right now, I'd say. However, the horse is going to have to step it up, I think. Last out was a mile and an eighth victory. Decent time, 1:49. Luis Saez rode him there. I think he's going to have to step it up a bit. He ran the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile as well. He was 2nd behind Nick's Go. Before that, he ran in the Preakness. 3rd in that one. Not a real match for the winner, 10 lengths off. But like I said, the horse finishes decently well. 48 breezing. He had a 59 a couple of works ago at 5 furlongs. So keep an eye on him as well, especially with that jockey change. Number 6, Kiss Today Goodbye. Mike Smith riding this horse. He has gotten a win aboard the horse. He won the last out in the San Antonio. Yes, Mike Smith got the win in the San Antonio Santa Anita Park, mile and 1/16 in that one. He had a win before that at a mile on an optional claimer of Victor Espinoza. So he's coming off of 2 wins. I think he's going to have his work cut out for him today. Closes well. Got Mike Smith aboard, so you definitely don't want to discount this horse. Number 7 is Tax. Tax is up here 5-1. A lot of people like him. I've never been a big fan of this horse. He's tough. I just don't think he's that fast. So I think that the pace may get away from him in this one. Danny Gargan's training him. Luis Saez riding him. He got a win in his last out in the Harlan's Holiday. Did a mile 1/16, 141. So that was a decent time in that one. I mean, he is getting up there in age, so maybe he's just coming together, finally getting into true form. He ran last year's Pegasus World Cup. Nothing doing in that one. Ran the Oaklawn Handicap last year, but he's coming off a decent win. So, I mean, I guess you definitely want to keep Tax into consideration now, also workout-wise. He did have a 48 breezing and 4 furlongs in his last, but one before that was a 46 breezing. So that was a really good workout. So, you gotta keep an eye on him. Once again, I think it's going to have a lot more to do with the positioning and what Luis Saez is able to do with this horse. Number 8, Harper's First Ride. Horse coming out of Laurel Park. A. Cruz. Not familiar with that jockey. He has been riding him though most of his career. He's gotten 3 wins on him, or 3 rides in his last 3. 2 wins in his last 3 races. 2 wins out of his last 2 races. Not up against much competition, but he did do a mile and 1/8 and 148 in Laurel, and then the mile 1/16 and 141. So he appears to be game as well. Like I said, the race is competitive. He's a Maryland-bred horse, if that means anything to you. 5-year-old gelding. The race is definitely competitive. There's a lot of horses that look like they could do something here. Moving on to the 9, Last Judgment. Paco Lopez riding that one at 20-1. This horse is out of Congrats. He's an AP Indy horse. Last out. Win in the what is that? The Southside Classic. Yes. Sunshine Classic. Forgive me. 6-length win in that one. At a mile and 1/8 there in Gulfstream. Before that, he ran the Mr. Prospector, 7 furlongs, 8th there. And he had a win at 6.5 furlongs before that one. So he's coming off a decent win. Jose Ortiz was riding him for that race, though. Ortiz now is not riding him, though. He's going to be riding Sleepy Eyes Todd. So they've got Paco Lopez aboard. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything with him. I mean, I guess that's kind of a gamble there with the jockey switch. That's why he's 20-1. But you definitely want to count him out, though. 1 minute breezing workout, 101. Had a 59 before that, a 58 before that. So decent workouts on this horse. He looks like he can make some noise, too. And then the 10, Code of Honor, at first glance, I kind of thought Code of Honor really looked like the best horse. However, Johnny Velasquez has gotten off of this horse. He rode him in the last out in the Clark. He was second behind Bodie Express. He also ran second in the Kelso with Javier Castellano riding him. He was 4th in the Whitney with Velasquez aboard as well. So maybe Velasquez is just done with Code of Honor. Maybe he just doesn't think he can win. So that's definitely telling. 48 breezing in the last out. This horse is shown to be a good horse, of course. He had to win in the Dwyer, win in the Travers. Disqualification placed him first in the Jockey Club Gold Cup. But he hasn't done a lot since then. Didn't do that well in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Johnny Velasquez is not on Code of Honor anymore. He's on the 11, Mr. Freeze. Don't really know what he sees out in this horse, besides the 59 breezing workout looks good. Horse is trained by Dale Romans, another Dale Romans horse. He's also got Coastal Defense Um, Johnny Velasquez picked the horse up, though. The horse ran fifth in the Clark, finishing behind Code of Honor. But I guess maybe Johnny Velasquez saw something he liked, or they were able to cut a deal where they think the horse can do better with the jockey upgrade. They were riding with Cohen on him before, Manny Franco on him. So he's definitely the best jockey he's having riding him, coming off a good workout. So maybe Mr. Freeze will be able to do something there, even though he hasn't done too well his last two races, a fifth and a sixth. Haven't won since the Fayette. Now is a mile and 8 to 150. So, last but not least, at 12, we have Math Wizard. Edgar Zayas riding him, local jockey. He knows the track. This horse has been around a while. Hasn't done anything his last three races. I guess he's in there, just kind of based on the name and reputation. I'm not expecting too much from this horse. Like I said, he's out there. He's got an opportunity. Horse is out of Algorithms, which is a Bernardini horse. Decent breeding. Got Deputy Minister on the other side. But I'm not really a fan of Math Wizard in this one. I never really have been a big fan of his. But hey, he's out there. We'll see what he can do. The pace of this one, I think, is going to, of course, as always, make a big difference. I think the pace, even though it shouldn't be too fast, I do think they will probably get it low 47s and maybe high 46s. Because there's a lot of horses that are going to want to run near the front. Sleepy Eyes Todd, Knicks Go, Coastal Defense. Tax, in his last race ran up front. Might try to do the same type thing again. And, also you're going to have Last Judgment near the front there. And also have this Harper's First Ride. I think Sleepy Eyes Todd, Knicks Go will probably end up one of the two taking the lead. Probably Knicks Go. He had a phenomenal race in the Breeders' Cup Mile. Also was able to score at a mile and 1/16 before that. So this looks like the kind of race that if he wants to take it, he's just going to be able to do that. I mean, he's really got to get out ahead of this pack and just leave him behind. And I think that will probably be the strategy. Got Rosario riding, so we got a capable jockey aboard. I don't think these other horses chasing him are really going to be able to do too much. I mean, when you look at the back of the pack, you got Jesus' team, you got Independence Hall, Code of Honor, Math Wizard, Mr. Freeze, and we have Kiss Today Goodbye. Now, I think all those horses are more liable to come in running second behind Knicks Go. I personally have got second place. I've got Jesus' team, Irad Ortiz Jr. He always gets his horse up. I think he's going to get him up, try to go for the win, so he'll probably move a bit earlier than the rest of them. I don't think he'll be able to catch him, though. Third place, I have the number 6, Kiss Today Goodbye. That was a tough choice. Mike Smith. I'm going with him in third, though, aboard Kiss Today Goodbye. In fourth place, I'm taking the 11, Mr. Freeze, Johnny Velasquez. I think he saw something in the horse. You will be able to get him in there for the money. But I think this is going to be a race for Knicks Go. I mean, he is the favorite, kind of a boring pick. But just when I look at this, he just seems to be the fastest horse out here, the most versatile, has the best jockeys, or good enough jockey, I'd say, as far as these comparisons to jockeys go, compared to the ones that have not ridden those horses before. So I like Knicks Go. Like I said, he's the favorite. We are looking at second place. I'm going with with Jesus' team. I don't think too many people will be surprised. They got him 8 to 1. Kiss a Day Goodbye at a 10 to 1, and Mr. Freeze at a 15 to 1. So we'll check it out, see what happens here. I think it's going to be an interesting race. I think it's a possibility there may be a big payoff because of this competition. If you have one of these 20 to 1, probably going to go off much higher than 20 to 1 or so run in there. It could make a big difference in this race. But thanks for checking it out. I'll check y'all after the race. Unless something else happens, I'll keep you updated.